And here we are. All right, give me 1 second. So, like I said, man, we're not in the same boat. Me and all of you, man, we're not the same at all. We don't move the same. We don't act the same. We don't talk the same. We don't walk the same. Nothing. Nada. Nada. Nothing. We're nothing in common. You understand? Because we're not built the same. We have nothing in common. All right. Like I said, first of all these folks that keep talking, and the more you talk, the more you tell on yourself, and the more the story and mystery unravels. Please keep talking. Please keep that up. I love that because that's helping me. You're making my job so much easier because I don't got to be such a detective. Because y'all put the evidence right out there in front of me for me. Y'all just say, here's the evidence. Get me on a federal indictment. It's hot. I'm not even joking. There's actual criminals on here that would beg me to take them to court. Remember? Y'all think that stuff cute? Acting like you so macho about it? Well, keep that same energy right around the corner here because there's a lot of arrests about to be made. Yep, there's a lot. There's a lot's about to go down. A lot of arrests about to be made. Everything. Hey, yo, hold up. He's scared. You're scared of Batman. Trying to ask him a question. Because, see, I need a bike. I need a bicycle. That's all I was going to ask him. Maybe I'll ask him up here. If they had one they could sell me, that man needs a bike. I'll look over your shoulder, scared. All right. So, all right. Oh, we got another honk. So yeah, like I said, I had somebody in a car waving. Good. I'm right here, honey. I love you more than anything. If there's like a hole in the ground, honey, is it like bad to like walk over that? Like it's from like construction. They'd be like putting stuff down there. I don't know. Like, is it bad to be around it? I don't know. I have to step over it. I'd be thinking about everything. That's all. But yeah, like I said, I mean, that's the thing too, man. Just everything society feeds you, especially nowadays, is a lie. It's just all a lie, man. All of it. You know what I mean? Everybody tells me the same thing. They're like, man, we see you everywhere. Like, yeah, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. It's real. I'm really doing the real thing. It takes a lot of work, bro. You think it's easy? You think it was easy getting up today? Not at all. I was wearing 30-pound steel armor all day yesterday, walking miles. And then I get up, I put on the bulletproof vest and early and get right on it and get right to work. And I'm running. I was sprinting to catch that bus this morning. Not morning, more like 10, 11 ish. And I'm so tired, bro. I didn't sleep much. I didn't sleep much. I didn't sleep enough. And I'm just like Bruce Wayne. I mean, it's identical. White says, when Wayne Manor gets rebuilt, you can swap not sleeping in a mansion to not sleeping in a penthouse, or not sleeping in a penthouse to not sleeping in a mansion. I mean, see, in the movie, they had to rebuild Wayne Manor. There was a lot that happened. I mean, that's life. That's what I don't understand about these folks. They be trying to say underhanded statements and things and sit there with a little fake smirk. Like Christina said it great today. I can't repeat it word for word, but she said, don't pull up or roll up on me at all. Christina said, because Ty don't play. Right, exactly. I never have, never will. But at the same time, I'm smart and I understand when people are trying to bait me. Not saying that that's going on. Those games are pretty much over with. People learned and know better now, right? And that's the thing. I let people do what they want. I let so-called enemies pretend in front. But you can only pretend in front so many times and so long until eventually, time after time, when your agents are having to pay me and put money in my pocket and donate, and they're having to take me out to eat, when your agents are getting back down right and left and sunned and G-checked and made to look silly, when everybody's getting exposed, and you start to figure out and realize what they realized a long time ago. This dude's untouchable. This dude really is everything he claims to be. Everything really. Y'all already knew that. It's exactly what came out y'all's mouth. Remember? It was right in front of me. Some of these folks saying, "Man, you're really everything you say you are." It's crazy because that's exactly what the Penguin says in the new Batman movie. Remember? He says, "Man, you're really everything they say you are, ain't you?" And that's the truth about me. Like, I'm not out here faking the funk. I'm not out here faking this. God told me to become, everything I'm supposed to be, everything that I am, not to play nice or soft or said basically scare the hell out of everybody. That's what God told me to do. Straight up. God sounds just like my father. I think that was God always speaking through my dad. He said, don't back down to none of them. He told me that down here in high school at St. Joe. I went to St. Joe's High School. I'm a human being like anyone else here. I just, don't really fit in down here. And I do the best that I can. Sometimes you got to take it easy on me, man. That's what I deserve. I mean, I've been through hell, man. It ain't easy being down here. It ain't never been easy. It's not my fault, but it's the cards I've been dealt. I'm cool with it. Do the best that I can. Like I said, I try to bring unity. I try to have a good outlook and attitude. Do the best that I can, man. It's one thing I'd encourage everybody to do, man. Y'all should be building your own businesses as soon as you can. And that's all I'm saying is just not the same to most folks. The people who understand and they have their own little businesses. Like I said, that's why you see them doing well. That's why you see they got money to buy these things. They can get what they want, and that's something I admire. You know what I mean? I admire pioneers and entrepreneurs, folks that build their own business. I admire folks that stand for something, folks that want to learn how to be independent. There was an ad out today. It was on YouTube. It wasn't really an ad. It was a, what do you call it? Like some kind of tabloid on the community posts. But it was from companies or news stations, and it was saying that one of these company representatives, because they're always issuing statements, most of them nonsense. Some of them make sense, but they're always biased because it's to promote and push an agenda. It's like the media. The media only reports negative news to keep you dumbed down in a vibration of fear. They don't report the news to lift you up and get you in a high vibration of love, because they don't want high vibrational beings like me who aren't scared. It's all about creating fear. If you notice, hell, gang members do it all the time. They try to instill fear, whether it be by talking, woofing, whatever. And that's what folks don't get about me, is it really don't work with me. Like, I'm a monster. I've gotten worse and worse over the years. And this is why I'm Batman, because you learn as you go. It's like 50 said, there's no school for this. There's no school for this. You got to pick up the pieces as you go. You learn as you go. That's why this is such an interesting, important thing to devote my life to, and project, whatever you want to call it, business venture, future, career, everything. Such a large purpose and my family's legacy, because I learn more being Batman every day. God told me, by the way, I don't know if I'm getting sick. I'm hearing it. Like, hopefully I'm going to be all right, man, because it's affecting me. I don't know what it is, and it seems serious, but I don't know. But could be allergies and stuff too. I have no idea. Hopefully I'll be all right. Could be stuff I'm coming across with my cape and stuff, like I told you. I don't know. Could be anything, really. There we go. More games. All right, give me a sec. All right. That was nice of him. The guy was just trying to be nice. Well, let me get going here more. But yeah, like I said, man, that's my only thing, man. I just wish that, like, down here in front of me, there was a little bit more support. Wish I had, like, some partners, kind of a team down here that could help me out with stuff like that. You know, there's just things I need, like with rides, money, everything. And that's why I try to push for, that's not why, but I mean, it would help and come with it with the territory. I just promote and try to push for unity, man. Unity and peace. What the hell that sign says. But we need unity, man. Because, like I said, I'm trying to promote people working together. Um, and, you know, I think it's working on some degree. I really do. I really know I'm making a change and a difference because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the results. I'm watching it unfold in front of my eyes. It's a beautiful thing, man. Truly, you know, it's pretty cool. So it is what it is. But like I said, we just try to keep trucking. Everything is so expensive. I try to just get a couple of things. Everything's almost like $10 just for a couple of things. It just sucks. It's just not. It's not a system. This system is not a system that is built for a future or built to really build and get somewhere. But this is why I'm trying to go so hard with this and pull off the impossible. It doesn't look like it's really working, but I'm doing the best I can. And I don't know. Got to see if the views come in. Hopefully, God will continue to bless me. I know He will, but hopefully He'll make this impossible thing happen on here, and we get enough attention and views to get this check amount over that $100 threshold before the end of the month. Like I said, it's pretty much impossible what I'm trying to pull off and do, but I got to try. Hold up. So we just got to keep pushing. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like today. I mean, this is all my mind's been on right now because I know how important it is. It is what it is. I'm doing the best that I can. So hopefully, hopefully it'll happen. You know what I mean? Hopefully it'll happen. Hopefully we'll get there. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, being Batman is a full-time job, boy. There's a lot going on and a lot going on that y'all don't know about. That's what fools don't get. Like God is literally working on making me unstoppable. That's the truth. And I can see it. I can feel it. I can see it. I can notice it. I know God is at work. And like I said, that's why when she asked in the first movie, why do you have to do this? Because nobody else can. And that's really the truth. And that's my only problem and issue is I'm just not going to let nobody fake talk. Not to my face for sure, and not online. I don't care what y'all have to say. I don't care what you're talking about. Make sure you make sense when you speak to me. Okay? You're talking about a dude that's pretty much compared to the character in the Wesley Snipes vampire movie. That's what I am. There's no faking, no acting, no depiction. It's proven on camera. I'm the strongest entity on this planet right now. Okay? And I'm the strongest entity that's ever walked this planet. Let's get real. And this was divine confirmation from God. God literally tells y'all what it is. You don't have a choice but to listen. This is God speaking. Okay? I put these downloads on the wall for a reason. This is not random, and you're not going to sit here and try to talk around reality. Okay? The man proved he's a prophet. Every prediction that I've ever made has come true, and they continue to come true right in front of your face. There's downloads out right now saying the same thing. Guy was waving at me. That was cool. Saying that every prediction I'm making is coming true. We already know. We know what it is, man. We just got to get everybody on board. Like I said, I just need the people to step up and actually show some financial support. Not only honks. I need people to get with the program, and that's what will help me and carry this. You know what I mean? Because what I'm doing is for all of you, for the people protecting the valley, protecting Brownsville, and protecting Gotham. And it's the facts. It's the truth. You know, like I said, I just put up. I think she was laughing, smiling. It's divine confirmation on your community wall. I told y'all that vampires exist. It's divine confirmation right there. What was it, Roseanne or whatever? Roseanne, good old Roseanne. She's funny as hell. But she came out and said the truth. Whenever that was, I didn't even know that. She stated, no, they're actual vampires, and they really do this. And that's what I've been telling y'all forever. I mean, all these things, mermaids are real. There's tribes in distant islands right now that claim they're dealing with mermaids. And these people, the villagers, they're not talking about nice mermaids. These people are terrified. Okay, like they're straight shook. And I know, because I know what a mermaid, I've seen enough videos and done enough research. And in my mind, you just, for some reason, God puts the image right there and shows me what they look like. You know, you can use your mind and figure out, imagine what a mermaid actually looks like. I'm sure they're not all, you know, looking like Ariel and the Little Mermaid. I mean, we've seen depictions of them, so you know they're real because they're in these cartoons like Scooby-Doo. Them monsters that they're depicting with the fins and the weird looking kind of fish face, that's what a mermaid is. Like, they're downright scary. Some of them I think are terrifying looking. Okay, and they're real. They're literally giving these villages a hard time right now, and they're talking and saying that they are terrified. They are terrified to go near the riverbank, okay? Because, you know, these things are actually happening. These mermaids are coming on the land, or they're waiting right by the water, like alligators, okay? It's a real thing. So, you know, I'm not saying this to challenge anybody or anything or disagree. I'm telling you the truth. All these things exist. Werewolves, all of that. Where do you think the legends come from? Any story that was ever told, these legends, they're all from truth. Giants are for sure real. We have tons of, you know, the remains and stuff all over this world. Half the hills you're walking on are giants. You know, this is all, you can just research and you will find this stuff. It's real. I don't just believe what I'm told. I really looked into all this. Okay, there's giants, there's Anunnaki, there's aliens, all sorts of stuff. Okay, I mean, they got on camera footage of actual giants that are living, walking around these caves and stuff on camera, and they're like, what the hell is that? Like, yeah, it's a giant. Like, they're around, dude. Something else, they said that there was a body of water. I forget where it was. It's in one of these, you know, tourist destinations in the country. Forget what it's called. They call it a certain kind. I'm not going to use the name, even though I know it. But you know what I'm talking about. They call it a certain kind of lake. And they tell the public that you cannot swim in it, that you cannot go in there, that it would be a horrible idea. And it's one of these like campsite places, but like folks can't really go in there. Well, I think it's Yosemite Park or something like that, like something like Yosemite. And then you wonder why they have these names for everything. There we go, like Yosemite Sam, and you know they got the bear, and there's a reason for everything, brother. You know, and I'm just saying, folks need to really wake up. This is all applicable to me being Batman. This all has to do with what I do. And y'all think I'm joking, and I'm not. Like, I literally have to step up the training even more now, because now I'm there. I pretty much reached the pinnacle in that level. And now I got to go even farther, because y'all don't get, I'm not training, you know, to come up against regular folk. I'm training to come up against like mutants. You understand? Because I know they're real, and I know there's going to be at some point where they start really showing themselves. I mean, they've got footage online showing stuff back in the day that they claim was coming out of the beach. I don't believe everything I'm told or I see, but I'm just saying it makes a lot of sense. And I don't see why any reason why it wouldn't exist or be true. They don't make these stories up. These stories have to come from reality. And the fact is, if you think of something, that pretty much gives it existence. That's the trick too. So we're in a thought realm. All these things exist. I can guarantee you. A lot of them, they may not be around, but there's some that are, and they're somewhere. They're around. That's why there's accounts and stories and testimonies of seeing these things. And it's connected, I know, to everything I'm doing. Hold up. Because who do you think Batman comes up against? Alucard. Y'all ain't seen that one? I watched it the other night. It was amazing. Batman versus Dracula. Like, y'all don't understand what I'm coming up against. I mean, the human stuff is the easy part, exposing this corruption. That's the easy part. I'm training to get ready for vampires and stuff, bro. Like, seriously. What do you think they are? She just told you straight up. She's talking about the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. That is the weirdest looking pillow I've ever seen. That's weird. Looks kind of cool, but I ain't getting near it. But yeah, that's what they are. That's what they've always been. I knew it. And there's proof of it because what did they find on their land? Right? Do your research, man. And they cover all this stuff up, and they're not even covering it up. They're announcing it on the news, and then they just ignore it. So the royal families can do whatever they want, and they're the same lineage, and they keep everything within, which is the weirdest thing, and is going to cause issues. But you think that's like a pure lineage? How is it something pure about something that's disgusting? I mean, that's how you get the North Carolina folks. Oh, for real, But they want to say, oh, we're keeping the lineage pure. You're keeping it slow. There's nothing special about the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers. They need to go get a job like everybody else. They're possessed by demons. They have no money. They were vessels inhabited by demons, used by Satan, used by the devil to do what? To bring the New World Order. He made them wealthy through oil for a reason, because the devil was trying to fulfill his plan and his agenda. And he's used them the entire time. I mean, the one guy, I think it was the Rothschilds or whatever, the older man, he was questioned. Okay. The younger one had a bunch of issues. He was in love or something. Some crazy stuff happened with him or something, which is, it is what it is. I mean, it's okay to be in love. At least he was a normal person, hopefully, you always get the black sheep that's different than the family. I was the black sheep, and because my family was all money hungry, and evil. And I went the complete opposite way, and I'm with God. Hold up. So you just got to keep in mind, answer ain't money. The answer is God. Like I said, God is utilizing and using me to stop all these folks and stop all this evil. And look, I do it on a very small budget. It ain't about money, man. It's about standing up to these folks. It's about standing up for what's right at all costs. And if you ain't doing that, then you ain't living. That's the truth. If you don't stand up for what's right and being humane and a human, what else is there other than love? Love is the only thing worth standing up for. Love of each other, love for who you love, your significant other, love that type of love. Pure love. See, I have pure love for all people, whether you're evil or not. I forgive you. I'm just going to tell you you're messing up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Batman cares about his villains too. Like I said, I have to, because you all have mad issues. Hold on. Man, might really just be allergies. It's all just like being stored, just sitting there, and that's why I'm having trouble. So I'm a little under the weather somehow. I have really bad allergies, and it's not like to outside; it's the other stuff. But the point is, like I said, man, I mean, when are folks gonna wake up, dude? You know, like I said with me, I don't walk around and I'm no regular human being. I'm what God made me, and He's making me unstoppable, literally, and I can feel it. I can see it. I can see the results. I mean, like I said, if I'm able to pick up pace a little bit, that's what we need. Y'all don't get how much movement is involved in every day for me. You know, I'm walking miles upon miles. This is a different kind of strength that you can only get from God, and that's why, how dare you sit there and try to actually be in front of me making false claims. You see, that's why I'm telling you, I can see the devil in the eyes. I can see the mark of the beast in the eyes. Tupac's people talked about this on records, on tracks. It's the mark of the beast. I saw it in that individual's eyes up there, and Skeletor's eyes up there in Green Bay. I could see the mark of the beast. You can see evil, especially if you have a gift. I could see it right in front of me. I've been betrayed by pretty much everybody except for Christina and God. And I know that's the way it's always going to be, and I'm happy with that. But people better wake up, man. There's a lot more going on this planet than you think. There's unheard of things. This is a much colder world than what you imagine. And like I said, how do you think all these organizations and companies are really being funded? It ain't by selling their little corny products. It ain't by all these cute functions they do. You know, these places, all of them, all these groups, everything, they have their little cute functions every day. Like, yeah, they make sure they employees and they people eating. Some of the companies aren't too good at that because they don't even care about their employees. If you ask me, most of these companies and corporations, whatever, corporate America don't care about you. It just uses you for what you're worth. That's what it does, because it's all from the devil, and that's what the devil does. He uses you, and that's it. And everybody gets the same treatment. Jay-Z's going to get the same treatment. Diddy's getting the same treatment. All y'all. You sold your soul. What did you expect to happen? It's your fault. There's nobody to blame but yourself. All of you. So that's my whole point. I have a heart for humanity. I have a heart for people, period. But all of you really literally created your own situations. And now you got to deal with it, just like y'all got to deal with the monster you created, Batman. Just that simple. So like I said, now these folks are cowering and backing down as usual, just like they have the entire time if they were in front of me. Now they don't want to play. That's what I thought. Right? It's all good because I ain't going nowhere anyway. See, no, this is nothing. Wait till I get up to Austin. I'm to let you know right now. Wait till I get up to Austin, bro, and got all this money. Oh man, bro, I take over blocks. Is what y'all don't get. Like, it's gonna get to the point, like, I'm gonna be so powerful. Watch. Y'all don't get, this is a force what God is making with me. It's gonna get to the point I'm so powerful that I think even like, I think I'm gonna make the news, and even the news is gonna be like, Batman has this entire stretch blocked off right now. We don't know what he's doing, but you know, he's just not he's not with it today. He's not in the mood. And yeah, and we're here with Channel 7 News reporting live. There is a Batman out here. He's really changing and affecting things. Yeah. You know, and Batman doesn't do any negotiating. You know, God made me a superhero, man. You know, I'm not a villain, but I don't mind showing people the truth and being who I am, you know. But when it comes to evil people, you got to stand up to them. I don't care what they call you. You know, like you said in the movie, you either what a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. You're gonna be the villain in villain stories. I'm the villain to bad people. I'm not no villain. I'm the good guy. These people are evil, and they need to move. Y'all got to leave. You got to go, and you are losing. Like I told you, all y'all better pack up your bags and leave. Real talk. No, we don't got to get along. We don't got to shake hands. We don't got to be friends. We don't got to sing Kumbaya by the campfire. Y'all got to go. I don't know where you're going to go, but pack up your bags and get out of here. All of you. I mean it. All of you. Every last one of you. You're leaving. I'm not going nowhere. Y'all can leave. Real talk. All right. And I'm just talking in general to everyone and wherever I'm at. I'm running this now. I'm running the show. I am the authority. I am the boss. It even told me that in a Joker video just recently. It gives me divine confirmation every day. It said, you're in charge. It said, now it's your show. Right. Now Batman has so much power, it's unreal. And that's why folks are saying, I see you everywhere. Sounds like a Batman to me. Sounds like a real Batman. It doesn't sound like somebody that's playing dress up. It doesn't sound like a guy who's faking the funk. It sounds like the actual legend came to life and the real monster, the actual bat, the Batman is walking around. Right. I told y'all ain't nothing to play with, bro. I told y'all that I shut down these illegal operations hands on. I told you who I am and what I come from. I told you what I do. Sound like Ra's al Ghul. I told you I was immortal. I told you that too. Good talk. Y'all want to sit there and front. What's the matter, Bruce? You didn't think I'd be back? And he's laughing at him. Tells him, I told you I was immortal. You know, like, y'all are hilarious, bro. I be having so many moments with this. It's unbelievable. Look, them folks can never mind their business. I was just looking at this thing on the ground. But yeah, man, it's all going A-OK according to plan. It's going well. The Batman is strong as hell. All these days of carrying all this heavy stuff for miles, walking everywhere, running is paying off, man. I'm getting a lot faster too. I ran them miles this morning. I got to that bus stop with plenty of time to spare. And I mean, I must have ran a couple of miles in a few minutes. I looked at the clock. I was like, how the hell? Like, I don't know if God is like slowing down time for me or something when I need him to. God will really work miracles for you, man. Like, seriously. Like, it's almost like he slowed down time. Like, how is that even possible? I ran that far that fast today. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I'm talking all out sprinting. Like, and I'm catching my wind now. Like, I somehow, and it's weird because like I've been having issues with that in general, but somehow when I needed to run, it's like I'm able to access the wind to do it. It's just God giving me the strength. You know, that's what y'all don't get. You know, I'm having issues with it. I can hear it right now. And it's scary, you know, because I used to have issues with that in the past and I could be getting them again. I hope not, but nothing I can do. You know, hopefully I'll be all right. You know, it's downright scary, but I believe in God, man. That's all. I just believe in God. God has gotten me through so much. You know, if y'all want to help me, there's things that I really need, like seriously need, that would help me with this stuff. So I'm not having as many issues. Need money, man. I'm going to need at least $30 for one thing. There's different things, man. The phone. That's what I'm saying. These folks, they just don't support. They just sit there and they want to have you decline steadily and watch you fail. When have I failed? I shouldn't be having to do it all on my own. I should have help and support and, you know, people behind me and supporting me. So just shout out to the people who have a heart, man. You know, shout out to the people who do respect what I do and see it and say, hey, you know what? It's good. Somebody needs to do all that. At least somebody's stepping up. You know, like that's the thing. I'm not just some guy that plays cute. I'm an activist, but I'm not just out here just talking and trying to look cute and talk in front of people or get attention. I mean, I'm really getting a lot done. So it's just different. Boy, he had a grin on his face like a possum eating a sweet potato. Yeah. Probably just thinks it's funny. He's probably, that's good. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, I'm not a mad guy, man. People wanted to paint me in a light. I'm not. I'm really patient, man. I mean, it is funny seeing a Batman randomly. I mean, it's half the reason I do it. You think I didn't know that? I used to just come out on the scooter. Like, I'm glad that it makes people laugh. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying I'm a serious guy doing serious things and there's a serious message. The humor has helped me. That's the thing. My energy is very humorous. I make people laugh in a good way, a healthy way. And it's helped me. It's helped me to do all this. I don't know if they were filming. So, you know, it's all part of it, man. It all goes into it and it is what it is. So, you know, we just got to keep on pushing and doing the best we can. And that's it, like, doing the best that I can. Truly, it is what it is. So yeah, like I said, I don't know, I'll tell you something though, man. The one thing I've noticed about so-called women, y'all are so manipulative, and it's just crazy because it's always your downfall. So like, look at the people in my past. Look at all these so-called women. Look at how all of them have manipulated themselves right into their own traps. Manipulated themselves right into poverty, into misery, and they build their own hell for themselves. I'm just saying the truth. When women think that being manipulative is a gift or it's cool, and they want to pull a Jedi mind trick on everybody and on men just because, oh, I'm a woman, look at me, like, oh wow, what a big deal, like I never seen a woman before. That's how they act. I'm telling you the truth, bro. There has to be, and this is serious, there has to be at least millions of so-called women online right now. I'm talking millions that are begging as we speak. As we speak, they all think that they're doing something, and they're all doing the same profession, which should be considered illegal. And you can figure out what that is. And they are all begging desperate men and trying to take advantage of desperate men for money online as we speak. I mean, there's millions. I mean, it's that bad. And the society is so brainwashed, they think that it's their purpose and duty to do it and that it's the right thing. And they're so entitled and so delusional, they will really sit there and try to talk in a reverse sense. They think they can tell you something or deny reality. I'm just telling you the truth. I tell everyone the same thing. I say, quit begging and go get a real job. I'm not nice. Folks don't want to deal with me and come across me because I don't sugarcoat nothing. You understand? Like, I remind people of reality. Like, that's the deal with so-called women. They don't they don't make sense, and they don't care if they make sense because the society lets them get away with everything because they've been enabled forever. And that's what I'm here to change too. Nah, all you so-called women aren't above reproach. You got to be held accountable. And Batman has a habit of holding you accountable. And I'm glad. I'm so proud of myself for everything I ever did and said. I stand on it. Right. I stood up to all of you. I put you in your place, and you back down and you lost, and you ain't going to do nothing about it. How about that? Yeah. Because I'm a real man and a good man. You understand? They ain't going to sit here and let you all do whatever you want because, oh, you're a woman. Right. And you all hide behind your looks. Right. That ain't even that great to begin with. I look better than all y'all combined. Straight up, I'm not even joking. I look better than all these so-called women. I literally look better than you. Straight up. So it's like, you're not, none of you are that great in the looks department. And then you want to push your weight around. Oh, I'm a woman. And who cares? They think they entitled to the world, all of them. And they're all in for a rude awakening right now. Because like I said, they're going to pull all these government programs. They're going to stop giving you free money. They're going to all, like, that's what I'm saying. The post that was online from a person from a company, some company representative, it said the job market is a joke. So what does that mean? We're doing right here, building an independent business. As impossible as it is, as hard as we have to go, we are doing right. Right? Hold on. So yeah, like I said, it is difficult and as impossible as it has been. We're doing right. And like I said, I'm not just building my own company up, which is already running my own media company, everything. I'm building my own empire for Christina and I. Everything I do is for my future wife, for my girlfriend, Christina. What y'all don't want to recognize and acknowledge and get. I'm doing all this for her. She's never gonna have to worry about anything ever. Like, yes, we should be getting tons of money and be good and caked up, but it's not about just that. You got to have a business. You got to have, forms of income. I mean, you have to have backup plans no matter how much money you have, and we're gonna have that. She's gonna have me, who has a career, and our relationship has nothing to do with finances. That's why I know God is going to give us all the money in the world. We're going to get tons. I already know it's going to be tons. I mean, it might be over 30, 50 million dollars. It might be more than 75 million or 100 million. It's going to be plenty, because I know God doesn't want me or her and I to worry about money ever again. He's just going to make us where we're good. Hell, we might become billionaires, but like tangibly with cash. And that's the thing, the individuals like TJ, I mean, shouldn't you be worried? I mean, I know that you're stressed and I know you're worried. I mean, the minute that this happens and she's here and we have these millions of dollars, like I'm just showing, I mean, I'm showing up with Christina with me, and we're a team and we're working together, and we're going to have millions of dollars. And we're going to be going to 6th Street in these places just to have a good time and party, her and I together, and have a real good time, show y'all how to really have fun with someone you really love, because you folks can't even have fun on 6th Street. And none of y'all have real friends or real relationships. They're all super whack, just trying to scrape by and barely get by. And you worried about setting people like me up and targeting us. Look what it got you. Nothing. Struggling, broke, poor. Y'all need to all figure out, what you're so afraid of. Take a long, hard look in the mirror. Yeah, we gonna end up seeing all these folks I already know. Like we gonna cross paths at some point, and we gonna let you know what it is. And Christina is tough, and she'll back me up 100%. You know what I mean? Real talk. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it is what it is. We gonna tell people what it is and flaunt money in front of your face, and it is what it is, bro. When I go to 6th Street, we coming to do business and buy out the buildings and take everything over. I'm not coming to play. You feel me? So, like I said, when you got a gangsta street gangsta Batman who then gets the wealth too, because this is all God's plan, and God is working in divine timing, and He's perfecting it. I'm the savage that was nurturally perfect. What is it? That was perfectly nurtured in time. That's what I am. I'm the savage that was perfectly nurtured in time, like Vinny Paz says. So it is what it is. You give a street gangster huge, unstoppable, knows how to train, knows how to maintain strength levels that are superhuman, everything. You take someone that smart and a genius and you give him tons of money and billions of dollars. You know how scary of a thought that is, especially for these evil, cowardly folks like that. Good luck, bro. I'm about to take everything over. I can't even hide it. I'm telling you straight up. Everything is about to be mine. I'm taking it all. Feel me? Like I said, I got 5 bikes in inventory. We getting more every day. And anybody want to donate me a bike, a scooter, I'll take anything, bro. Honestly, that was a good idea. I'm glad he did that. He's a good dude. I like him. He's a good dude, man. That was nice of him. He didn't have to do that. So anyone, if you can throw me an opportunity, throw me a bone, something. If you have any scooters, I don't care if they're electric, any of that, mini motorcycles, anything that moves, please holler at me. If y'all are willing to donate to that to me, like actually just donate it, please do, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's electric and you want me to just use it for what I do and give it back, I'll do that. But I'd like to have something donated. That's what I need. I don't want to be able to have to give something back. I need something donated that I can zip around on. So, but any of that, I'll take bicycles all day, anything anybody got. So just know, I'm in the market for all that. But, I just don't really have money to be buying them right now. So it is what it is.